What is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new episode of LEGO Marvel Avengers 100% walkthrough. Today, we're going to be tackling the brand new Ant-Man DLC level. Just 2 days ago, we played it for the very first time, and I will still stand by the fact that I think that out of the 3 DLC level packs that we have gotten so far, so level packs, notice I'm not just saying character, I'm saying specifically the levels between the Masters of Evil, the Captain Marvel level, and the Ant-Man level. I think Ant-Man was my favorite. I will probably say that Ant-Man is the best right now, followed by Captain Marvel, followed by the Masters of Evil. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, you can agree or disagree, and I would love to hear from you lovely folks in the comments section below. So, that being said, ladies and gents, let's head off back to space as we try to 100% complete the Ant-Man DLC level for today. So that means we're going to be tackling the 10 mini-kits that we need to collect, plus trying to save Stan Lee. We already have the amount of studs that we needed for True Avenger ranking, which is why going into this level, you'll notice right here, we already have 2 of the 4 gold bricks instead of just having 1 of the 4, because 1 is given to you for completing the level successfully for the very first time, and then of course we earned an additional gold brick by reaching the True Avenger ranking. So that being said, if you need to reach the True Avenger ranking, I would absolutely recommend getting some of the stud multipliers because it will make things a lot easier to complete. Now, if you don't have any stud multipliers, I will still try to show you guys the cool spots where there are some blue studs and such and things that you want to be destroying for increasing your stud count relatively quickly. That being said, we're going to be going for the 10 mini-kits as I mentioned before, and rescuing Stan the Man Lee. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to leave a like. That would be absolutely highly appreciated. Let's go ahead and once again aim for 1,000 likes. Thank you guys so very much for the support on the first time that I played the level. You guys seem to really enjoy it as well, so I appreciate that a ton.
Remember last week when I had to bail from the ballet, bro? And you know how much I dig my man Prokofiev and his unorthodox use of harmonies. Well, my boy Scotty was coming back to town, and I had to be there for him.
Thanks, dude.
Just like he was for me and stuff. Anyway, I'm like, there's a sweet gig I got lined up with some friends of mine, bro. But he's all like, are you for real right now? No way am I gonna be some loser bad guy no more. So I say, they're like real skilled people, man. And he just says, I don't think so. And I'm all like, yo, Scotty, whatever, bro. Then he got fired from his job, and he's all like, let's eat waffles and do this thing.
I don't think that that's what he was like.
Into this old dude's house. His job I heard through my cousin's friend's brother's girl.
I love how they did that, like the way they cut from one thing to another to another.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm sorry. I'm just getting excited, you know? This dude named Cross wants to use the tech and make suits called Yellow Jackets and sell them to major shady dudes. Like take over the world shady. So me and Scotty, we hit up Pimp Tech so he could stop him.
Sounds like a plan of attack. So, obviously, this doesn't recreate the Ant-Man video game. Yeah, because there's an Ant-Man video game. It doesn't recreate the Ant-Man movie exactly, but it definitely touches on most things. Like, for example, we stick to the Pym Laboratories. The fight that we're going to have against Darren Cross at the end of this doesn't really translate back to Scott Lang's house or anything like that. So, it's not like a super accurate rendition, but it's quite accurate, and I'm perfectly fine with just how much they were able to cover within just this one level. So, first and foremost, you saw right there, we destroyed that little item over there. And then we, of course, start to clear out all of these structures all around for extra studs. So, basically, the technique that you want to be adapting is smash and bash your way to victory. So, before we proceed here, I definitely would like to... You know what? Let's just grab a Iron Man armor. Fire away at that thing. And collect our very first mini-kit. Alright, I wonder, can you get scanned through with Iron Man on this? I've never actually tried that. Will that work? Oh, it does. Okay, very cool. Now we need a Hydra soldier, and Stan Lee is not one of those. So let's grab somebody. Let's grab Mr. Arnim Zola. Scan ourselves through again. See what that does or activates, because I have no clue. Oh, okay, very nice. So there's a nice way to increase your stud count. Again, if you're having a difficult time getting to the True Avenger ranking, there is a very, very good way to get your score up. Alright, so before we continue here, once again, smash and bash all this stuff out of here for additional points. Can I just fly over this? Can we fly up here? Oh, okay, so we can't fly over to this side, which is pretty interesting. I guess that's a quick shortcut that you can do for the level, which is pretty intriguing because I didn't know that that's actually possible, so that's quite cool. Now, before I continue, and we move on to the next area, I will actually fly back for just a moment here. And then we're going to land, switch to any Ant-Man, because I think both of them can be used for this. So you don't have to use Scott Lang, you can use Hank Pym. Make your way through here. And the main reason why we're going here is, A, to show you guys what you would typically do in the level, and B, because there are a lot of studs to collect in here. So it's pretty nice to be able to get those studs if you're obviously trying to go for True Avenger ranking. So destroy all this other stuff all around. And I think we got that thing sorted out. I'm pretty sure that it seems to be shutting down. Is it? Yep, there we go. Fantastic. All right, so now we're going to make our way back out from this area. Shrink back down. Walk on over to here. Man, I really, really like the Ant-Man characters. They're so well done. Whoa, and then there's Giant Man. A little bit of a tease there for Civil War. All right, so then we need to open this thing up. So you need an Ultron character or any character that can manipulate the Ultron bricks, or I guess the black Lego objects. They're kind of more like dark gray. This is actually a really nice area, it seems like, to get a lot of studs from. So again, if you're having difficulty with your True Avenger ranking, this is the place to be. You want to be smashing and bashing everything in sight in here, because all this stuff gives you a bunch of studs. Like, look at that. Did you just see how many studs that thing gave us? That's pretty incredible. So obviously just take the time to actually collect all that. All right. That being said, we got that. Let's see, did these give you? Yep, that was awesome. Did you see that? That was pretty sweet. All right, let's fly this way. Then make our way down to here. Once again, destroy these crates, and there are 2 blue studs underneath this area, so make sure to collect those as well. Here's another one of these yellow jacket displays. That's display number 2 that we've destroyed at this point. Now we have some enemies to deal with. Hit him with a combo. Come on, Ultron. And crush him. Boom. That was pretty epic. Ultron doesn't mess around, that's for sure. Blue stud in the corner over here. Blue stud in the corner up there. And also blue stud in the corner over here. As well as, from what I remember, in the opposite end as well. So lots of blue studs to be had all in this vicinity. So then we're just going to clear out all this stuff. All right, excellent. So we're not quite done yet. Same process here. Activate the button. Then, upon activation... you know what? Actually, before we continue, I kind of want to do this first. So let's transform to Black Widow here. Could be any version of Black Widow or any character that can go invisible. Activate this little machinery, which gives us access, once again, to the little mini kit that was left over here. Can we go over here? Is there anything in here? Let's find out. Well, it was worth checking. Maybe there would have been like a purple stud there, so it was worth taking the second to check. Now we once again need a Hydra soldier. So Arnim Zola should do just fine. Let's see if this can activate anything.
Access granted.
What do we got? More studs. All right, that's always nice. I mean, studs are better than nothing, so it's pretty cool. Now we're going to transform to Ant-Man again. Actually, you know what? I wonder, can Wasp become tiny as well? Doesn't seem... Oh, whoa, she can. That's cool. Whoops. All right, not as smooth of a landing here, but at least we've arrived. Hey there, how's it going? Look at that combo. Boom. Look at that. Look again. Bye-bye. Booyah. That was a pretty awesome combo, I gotta say. Man, Wasp is fantastic. What a great character. Let's deal with you as well. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Once again, you want to smash all this stuff for extra points. All this stuff in here. Well, not just for extra points. You're going to need to smash this desk in this corner anyway in order to get your panel here assembled. So before we continue with this, I'm just going to take a quick little second to destroy this other yellow jacket display. So right now we have 3 of those destroyed. And I wonder if... Nope. I was wondering maybe Wasp could activate that thing. Unfortunately, she cannot. There we are. We activated the little sonar system here. So that should send this whole thing crashing down. Now, before we proceed here, I will take just one more... Whoops. Switch characters. One more second to fly up just to check the level out. Because sometimes they do hide stuff that's like just hovering up above. And this is just my second time playing through the level, so we're literally learning things as we go. By the way, is this destroyable? Oh, wow. That is actually destructible as well. So, again, more studs from that as well. So, let's see. We're going to need to activate this thing. Can we activate it with Janet? Oh, wow, we can. I guess that makes sense, right? Oh, never mind. I was hopeful you would be able to do so because it is Pym Industries after all. Can you use Hank Pym? Nope. Wow, that is actually kind of strange because you would think, oh, this is Scott Lang. What about Hank Pym? Tales of Astonish. Oh, cool. We teamed them up. I guess that's how we got that trophy. Team up Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne. All right, so let's pick somebody. You know what? Let's pick somebody who we know is probably going to be able to be used twice on this thing, and that would be this fella right here, Crossbones, because I'm almost 100% certain that he will be able to be scannable both times. Yep. So there's the one initial activation, and then we're not going to leave yet. We're going to scan in again as a Hydra soldier this time. And more studs? All right, fantastic. Again, really, really nice way to increase your stud count. All right, so now we have some enemies coming up. Purple stud up there. Definitely get that, obviously. You do not want to miss out on that. And let's see. Is there anything else up above? I don't not see anything. So we can make our way down here. Smash all this for additional studdage. And let's see. I should be able to pull on that. Then have Janet. You can have Janet, I guess, either walk. Wait, what are you doing, dude? Why'd you pull that lever again? It seems awfully silly. Wait. Is it only in flight mode that we can be that tiny? That is so strange. Huh. Okay, well, essentially you want to just climb through this tunnel while the wind is deactivated, and then you are going to be... I guess there's nothing else we could do over here. You're just going to assemble this little crate, if you can even call it that. Maybe a trolley, or I'm not sure what you call these things. It's a little thing with wheels. Assemble that so that your other character can actually make their way up this little thing. So once they do so, there they are. They make their way up, and we just activate that up there. All right. I'm actually intrigued because I'm starting to think, like, okay, where are all the other mini-kits? I'm getting a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie here. Hopefully we can stumble across them. Because right now, how many do we have? We have 3. And we're well on our way to unlocking the one that requires the destruction of all of these yellow jacket panels. There's panel number 4, actually. Let's take care of these guys real quick. Wow, a lot of studs here. The nice thing is that, keep in mind, even if you don't have a stud multiplier, when you fight all of these soldiers and such, you get stud multiplication through that battle. So it's really, really nice for increasing your stud count that way. All right, so let's defeat all these guys. All right, excellent. So before I continue here, I'm just going to check if there's anything else. It seems like there was a really valuable blue stud in there, in this room here, which we will be hopefully accessing here in just a moment. There's another one there. All right, so I guess we'll do this first. Let's do this one right here first. So we need somebody with mind control, such as... let's use the leader. Why not? You can obviously choose different characters for this. He's going to allow us access to here. Once again, destroy all this stuff. There's a blue stud hidden back there, as you saw. So we're just going to destroy all that. And now we need somebody with heat vision, such as Korvac, who's going to cut his way through this pretty awesome Ant-Man design. I gotta say, that looks pretty beautiful. There we are. And there's our mini-kit. Can we flap there? Nope, no flying up there for us. But we will be flying up here, because there's quite clearly stuff over here. Lots and lots of studs, first and foremost, so that's always nice. Let's just melt all this stuff down. It'll be a lot quicker that way. And blue stud over there, so definitely get that. What about these two? Are they literally just computers? Is there nothing fancy about these things? Okay. It's kind of surprising, honestly. I was expecting at least one mini-kit to be up here. Doesn't seem to be the case. Let's grab that one up here. Then move our way across. Ooh, purple stud over there. That was really nice. Definitely get that. And there's Stan Lee, by the way. So you just need any character that has telekinetic powers for this. So you could use Scarlet Witch, Korvac, who I think Leader has telekinetic powers as well. So there's plenty of characters to choose from. All right, so that's Stan Lee rescued. And I gotta say, I'm still concerned about finding all the minikits. I hope we can do this. Because right now, it is not looking great. That's for sure. I mean, I'm not really sure. How are you supposed to open this? Is this a glass door? If it is, we should be able to destroy it with an arrow. Yep. Boom! Get rid of that thing. And then, there is another minikit in here, so we are obviously going to go for that. Just going to destroy everything that there is to destroy. And then, let's see. I did want to always try to see if Taskmaster can use these. Nope, he cannot. Because I thought he has a shield, so it would make sense. You know, like he can actually toss the shield at that. Who else has a shield? I'm pretty sure that Nathan Garrett has a shield too, right? Nope, can't use him either. What about Dane Whitman? No shield to be seen. Alright, so we actually have to go to a character that has the Captain America shield. Throw that over there. Activated. Ta-da! Well, thank you very much. Alright, so we're doing far better than we were, that's for sure. I'm not gonna question that. My only concern is that realistically, I feel for some reason like we've missed something at this point. So I'm just gonna have a quick fly around. Let me see. Can we do anything about this? I don't think so. I mean, thinking back to it though, I don't know, like, what could we have possibly missed? I feel like we've activated everything that could have been activated has been activated. We've cleared out everything that we possibly could have. Correct? We can't go any higher than this. We got the minikit from there, got the minikit from there. Unless if there's like a minikit hidden in these things, which I doubt that there is one. Ooh. So, wait a minute. This thing right here is still active. I wonder if we're allowed to climb back in there. And I wonder if there's anything else that we're supposed to be able to do in here. Because maybe that is exactly what we're supposed to do. Down here. Does this have any type of significance? Can I not switch characters once I'm in there? I don't think I can. So I don't really see being able to do anything in here. I'm trying to see like any targets or anything. I guess that's something. There's studs. Huh. Alright, well, they're, as much as I have concerns, unfortunately, they are not particularly well warranted because I'm not really seeing anything that supports my claim. So I have to switch characters here and carry on, so to speak. So let's go to the vision. Why not? Any character that can fly, really. Should be able to get us across and through. Fly down here. Then make our way through here. And carry on. Alright, hopefully we made the correct decisions. I just feel like by now we probably should have been able to stumble across some more. Is there a way to open this door, I wonder? Did we miss anything over here? I really hope I didn't. I wonder if this door opens. Or not. I guess there's no way for us to really find out right now. Anything that can be done about all this stuff? I don't think so. Alright, well, I guess we just have to carry on here. So we need a character with pistols. Fire that. That should give us a whole bunch of parts that we should then be able to assemble into 2 different pulley systems. Can I smash these? Nice. Ooh, wow, that actually gives you a pretty good amount of studs, so that's pretty cool. Grab that and dive through here. Okie dokie. So, what have we here? I wonder if there's anything that we could do over here that could earn us an extra mini kit. Because you never know. Maybe we're supposed to like mix all 3 colors or something. Could that be it? Could that possibly be it? Does that do anything? I don't think it does. As much as I am hoping for it to do something. Can we destroy this stuff? Oh, wow. You certainly can. I think that's like memory we just destroyed. A bunch of RAM. Maybe that's like a heating sink or something. I'm not really sure. It is really cool, though. I really love the aesthetical design of this. It looks really awesome. Alright, I don't think that there's anything in particular that we can do here, other than just the puzzle as it's required. So let's say we complete this. What happens? I'm actually interested to see, once we complete it, can we go back in again? Because if we can, that could be a hint at the fact that, hey, you're supposed to do something else on top of the initial challenge. Because if that is the case, I would like to check this out and see, like, what would happen if, let's say, we now mix this... Oh, you can't move these anymore. Okay, so they are locked in their position. And once again, we cannot switch characters in here. I mean, we can switch between the two different Ant-Mans, but we cannot switch to other characters. So I have to believe that that was everything that we could have done there. I'm just going to check if this is destructible, just to let you know. Yep, you can get more studs for that. Nothing else to be found over here. So we have to proceed. We got to believe that we've done everything correctly so far, because I really don't see anything that questions that theory, so to speak, right now at least. So let's see. Here we go. Moving on to the next layer. Oh, man. I'm so hopeful that we're doing this correctly, because right now we have, what, 6 mini-kits? Which means that there needs to be 4 mini-kits that we need to be able to collect in this one area. Oh, man. That feels like a lot. So hopefully this area has that many mini-kits to offer. Alrighty, Roo. So, mini-kit number 1 will be collected by destroying this thing, because this is our 5th yellow jacket item. So there's 1. This is going to be the second one right here. So we need to have an electrical charge for this. Whoa, sorry. So pick a character like Black Widow, Avengers Age of Ultron that is, or Thor, or there's plenty of characters. Any character that has a lightning charge, basically. Okay. Or an energy charge, I should say. Doesn't have to be lightning, I guess. So, switch out. This gives us our 8th mini-kit. Anything else over here? Any studs or anything? Doesn't seem like it. So, moving on through here. Blue stud in the corner here. All this stuff is destructible, so obviously take the time to do so. Another blue stud over here, and another blue stud in the corner again, so once again, obviously take advantage of that. So that still leaves us with what is essentially 2 more mini-kits, right? Oh, man. I am not gonna lie. I am very, very concerned about this. Could there be something here? I wonder, are we allowed to reactivate these and go back down again? Sorry. Let's see if we have both characters standing. Nope. I don't think so. All right. Well, you know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. We're going to have to activate this and see if we missed it. Oh, man. There was a mini-kit that we missed below. Oh, that is not cool, game. Oh, okay, there's still one up there. So what's this all about? How could this be a mini-kit? Huh, okay, interesting. I'm looking forward to finding out how that is a mini-kit, but we've clearly missed one already, so we're going to have to go back in a moment's time here and re-clear that out. Again, nice thing is that there are a lot of studs to be had in this area. So again, I really cannot see it being particularly difficult to get True Avenger on this, even without stud multipliers, because we have 631 million studs. And yes, you obviously can make the argument that, hey, but you used such an incredible amount of multipliers, like 3,840. Well, take that number divided by 3,840, and I bet you we still gathered enough for a True Avenger ranking. So, yeah. As much as it's a lot, I think that it's pretty reasonable at the same time. So, before we proceed here, we're obviously going to reactivate this, because I have a feeling like that's how you get the other mini-kit here.
Access granted.
Nope, it is not. Huh. Okay, that's, I'm not going to lie, that is quite surprising. So, we're going to switch to an Ant-Man character. Let's go with Hank Pym, why not? Alright, so we're going to need to shrink down Jump in there. Whoops. Nope, not yet. I forgot. Now, you're going to jump in there. Then we wait. And then we fire that thing. No! Okay. Huh. It's very confusing to me. Because I'm not really sure. Okay, wait. Let's just shut these things down first. And then we'll figure it all out. Going forward. Alright. So we destroyed all that. But the part that I'm actually confused about is how are you supposed to recover a minikit from that wind tunnel? I mean, there's obviously got to be something that you're supposed to activate that makes that happen. I'm just not really sure. Oh, here we go. Excellent. We have a little detection puzzle on our hands, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha, there it is. All right, so all we have to do now is change that back up again. Whoops, why didn't it change? Did it not change again? Okay, there we go. Now you jump in, and this time we actually stick with it. We don't change it halfway through, because we obviously are trying to get the minikit up there. All right, so 2 more blue studs appear, and then you go and proceed on to the final fight against Darren Cross. And here we go again. Look at that fist fight. Uh-oh, careful. Relax, dude. Relax. All right, good punch. Good kick. Good punch. Dodge. There we are. Boom. Booyah. And got him, I think. Kind of. Okay, dive in and destroy his suit. That's the plan of attack here. Bada beam, bada boom. See you later, Darren Cross.
Man, so that's how it went down.
That's right.
So Ant-Man, he got all ambushed and stuff. But my man, you know,
He got ambushed.
He let that dude have
Right?
it, you know,
Right, guys?
bam, bam.
Puns
And
for
with
the
some
win.
help of some like really skilled people, you know. He saved the day, man.
That's right.
It feels kind of weird, you know. But I think I could get used to this good guy stuff. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm late to meet my cousin Ignacio at the museum.
Sounds good, dude. Go and enjoy your time at the museum. So, with that in mind, we have cleared out the level. However, we did miss one minikit, which I had a gut feeling. Like, remember where I was like, I feel like we missed something. I just couldn't tell what it was. I just could not possibly figure out what it was. So, that's a bit unfortunate, but it does give us a chance to obviously go back here in just a moment. So, first of all, True Avenger ranking is obviously something that you would have earned by earning a certain number of studs for that level. Usually it's about 100 to 150,000 studs, so pretty reasonable. We saved Stanley. We also managed to get 9 out of 10 minikits, which is not bad. It's not a bad number whatsoever. Still need one more, though, so I'll see you guys in just a second once I have found the last minikit. And then we'll wrap things up and see what those 10 minikits assemble into. Alrighty guys, so here we are with the area where the final minikit will be found, or shall be found. So essentially, it was right here in the corner, and I did not realize that that's where it was, which is a little bit unfortunate. I kind of was hoping that we would be able to figure that one out. So what we're going to need to do here is grab one of our characters, transform it to an Ant-Man character, shrink down, and be prepared for as soon as we pull on that, you have to run through, keep on running, all the way to the end, and grab the minikit. So, there it is, guys. I'll catch you guys in just a second once the level has wrapped up. Alright, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The level is complete. Once again. Oh man, that was such a well-hidden minikit. Like, that was really, really nicely done. And I should have known, like, after we got the 9th minikit that way through the wind tunnel, I was like, I should have thought of that. I should have thought of the fact that we don't see the end of that tunnel, so I should have checked. But yeah, that was my bad. Sorry about that. Well, so let's see what our 10 minikits this time are actually going to assemble into. I'm excited to find out. Here it is. Final minikit unlocked. And what do we get? A pretty cool Ant-Man page? Oh yeah, come on. That is beautiful. That is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous page right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's 100% completion level for the Ant-Man DLC level. As always, guys, don't forget to smack that like button if you guys enjoyed, and I will indeed catch all of you lovely folks next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.